Guess what? I didn't get invited to play in a neighborhood bridge game. I was offended. I lost my peace, and then I ate half a bag of Oreos. So much for self-care and watching my weight. That simple incident sent me into a brief spiral of jealousy and embarrassment. I started to wonder, is my game that bad? Don't these women like me? Is that juvenile or silly? Of course it is. But it got my attention of how easily I can be offended, and how those offenses, whether they're real or imagined, cause me to throw away my plans to take better care of myself. So, are you trying to make better decisions about your well-being? Are you working on better physical, mental, and emotional health? I'm learning that while a better diet, more exercise, and sleep are important, changing my mindset about being offended is making a really big difference in the quality of my life. Now, a mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you see and make sense of the world and yourself. Your mindset influences how you think and feel and how you behave in any given situation. Being excluded from something means people are rude, unkind, or there's something bad about me. Or the mindset that people have good intentions and I'm not the center of everyone's universe. Our mindset impacts our relationship, our peace of mind, and our self-image. And think about it. The possibilities for offense are huge. We get offended with the people we interact with, in social media, through television. And our response to an offense, whether the offense was real or not, intentional or not, impacts our well-being, our relationships, our career, our emotional, physical, and spiritual health. And that's why, as your mentor, we're taking time now to examine the mindset you have towards offense. I don't know if you're like me, but here's what happens when I'm offended. I start to assume the worst about other people, that their motivation has to be something bad. I start to defend myself and justify myself on why I was right or how I'm better. And that's when I really start to inflate. I would never do that. I could never say that. That leads me to horribilizing others. What I mean is gossiping about them and looking for their weaknesses and their mistakes. And all that ends up doing is building walls, creating a distance between me and other people. You can't see the tension, but you can feel it. I call it the air of defense. Through it all, I end up spending an enormous amount of time and energy protecting myself and defending myself against offense. Of course, there are times when you can be genuinely mistreated or abused. But other times, and for me, I think it's the vast majority of times, that when I think I'm being mistreated, I'm actually not being mistreated. And the bridge game is a good example. So how can I guard against a mindset of offense? Well, one of the things is to look for positive intention. Positive intent, it's sometimes referred to. Ask yourself, what could be a good reason why something happened? What could be a good reason why I was left out? Maybe my friend heard I was on vacation. Maybe she was paying back a favor. Maybe she only wanted to have 4 people. The other thing you can do is to remember, how did you handle a similar situation? Was there ever a time when I didn't include someone? And what was I thinking about the person I didn't include? Was it because I didn't like them? Because I thought their bridge game was terrible? Of course not. I had good reasons. A question to ask yourself is, in the scheme of life, how important is what happened to me and my life? On a scale of 0 to 10, how important is it that I wasn't included in a bridge game? I think anything less than an 8 is something just let go of. It's just not worth my time and energy. It leads me to the question of, what's it costing me to be offended on things that are less than an 8, maybe even less than a 9? And why am I willing to stay offended and lose all that energy and get myself all upset? Those are hard questions to ask yourself. Actually, they're easy questions to ask yourself. They're tough questions to answer, and be honest with yourself. Now, there's a lot of really great support and help in a book called The Bait of Satan, Living Free from the Deadly Trap of Offense, that was written by John Bevere. He goes into great depth and offers a lot of insight in this whole area of offense. And I've linked that book below. Particularly if you're a follower of Jesus, looking at your mindset of offense can make a huge difference in your life. Now, I'm your mentor, and I've witnessed so many people that are spending a huge amount of their time and energy looking for ways that they've been offended and rehashing them over and over years later. Notice when your energy is drained and frustrated by what other people do or what you think they're doing to you. Listen to yourself and your self-talk. Listen to your complaints and your gossip. And stop it. Breathe. Make a decision to let it go. The more you practice, the easier it will be and the less offense that you'll be taking. One of the best self-care tips I can give you is to regularly examine your mindset of offense. When you're offended, in the moment, all the time, ask yourself, does the other person intend to offend me? Is it worth it to give up my joy and my peace and take in the frustration, the anger, and the upset in its place? If you click on the screens at the end of this video, there'll be links to more advice about self-care. And I hope you'll be back. I hope you subscribe and share my videos with others that can benefit. Thank you for watching. You can call me my mentor, Jane.